West Derby Trail, the Indiana Derby coming up this week, along with the Iowa Derby. We just saw the Ohio Derby a couple weekends ago, but a fun one here for the Oaks and Derby. Anthony and Matt going to be on site with Race and Rachel, and fresh off the press, they just pulled this race just actually moments ago, and here we are. And this is a group of familiar names.
Familiar names, and cold battle, namely to the inside. You know, certainly going to try and bring back some of that form that we saw earlier in the year. You know, and I think this could set up as a pretty good spot for him. But how about Publisher? This horse has been well documented.
This is probably the most talented horse, which has never won a race.
But that's the question it begs. You know, let's break our maiden. But then again, the amount of money that this horse put together, over $407,000 last season in the Kentucky Derby. In looking at it, a chunk of gold coming out of the Ohio Derby. I thought he was a very good second in a race that perhaps didn't favor the closers. Moplex was able to get the jump. Instant replay. Would you say this horse would likely be the favorite first look here?
I'm not positive, but instant replay I think is coming along well. He snuck down there and won the Texas Derby in a race that was a little bit out of sight, out of mind. Unfortunately, Texas not as visible as it once was. But, yeah, instant replay, he was third in the Louisiana Derby, and guy just chugs along late with a nice rally.
Well, he's rattled off two straight victories for trainer Brad Cox, son of Maximum Security, $479,000 bankroll. For what it looks to be, fairly evenly matched. I imagine if instant replay were to go favored, it's either going to be him or cold battle. Would you agree or disagree with that? Publisher can't go favored.
No, I don't think so. I will say this about Publisher. Not only did he have, of course, the maiden's role coming in, I thought Publisher had the worst luck leading into this year's Derby. He got completely sawed off in the Southwest, and then he got wedged hard in mid-stretch of the Rebel. He had two races in a row where he got completely compromised, and this year had very few troubled trips going into the Derby. Publisher got the worst of it and still bidding for that first win.